Well, happy Sunday, Knicks Nation. I hope that you're enjoying your weekend. I hope you are safe and healthy, that your family is safe and healthy. I'm enjoying some iced coffee before the game. Not that I need anything to keep me up to date. I hope that you and your family needs are being met in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health. Blessings upon those that work in the healthcare field, even on Game 7 days, along with the first responders who save lives every day. Those also that pick up garbage to keep our places clean, and those that make deliveries for our convenience. Double blessings on the men and women out here trying to help rescue, deliver, and recover the teenagers and children that are the victims of child molestation and pedophilia. People that are also victims of prostitution and child prostitution, pornography, child pornography, human trafficking, and sex slavery. Double curses on the perpetrators, the profiteers, and the perverts that create these industries. Finally, double blessings on the homeless. Nearly 600,000 men, women, children, families, veterans, homeless in the United States, and millions of people around the world that are not only homeless, but in even worse conditions. Blessings upon them, for theirs is the kingdom. Greetings, Tony Tippins, Alfonso Who Care, James Gant, Ron Cohen, Francisco, James McClain, Jabroni Z, Deshaun Wilson, G-Man 78, Brother Lonnie, Judy Smith, Yvette Burwell, my cousin, Guilford LeCormick, Bradley Berkowitz, Roberto Mendez, Miss Stevenson, Samuel Rios, Edwin Burgos, Anthony Markison, Mancorn. Greetings to all of you far and wide. So, very simple today. Very simple, isn't it? Not complicated at all. What's up, Keith Just Truth? Win or go home. Win or go home. Somebody going on vacation after today. Somebody going on vacation after today. Somebody going on vacation. And somebody is going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Today, both the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference Finals will be set after today. Dallas is in the Western Conference Finals. Boston is in the Eastern Conference Finals. And the opponents will be set after today. Okay? Somebody's going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Somebody's going on vacation. Somebody's going to the Western Conference Finals. Somebody's going on vacation. Win or go home. It's win or go home today. Win or go home. Now, as far as I know, OG Anunoby's playing today. As far as I know, OG Anunoby is playing today. Now, this is the thing. Let's talk a little bit about Friday's game. What's up, Andre Holmes? Let's talk a little bit about Friday's game. Just a little bit. I saw the replay of it last night. And it was the same story for the whole series. The team that wins the rebounding battle, the team that protects the paint, the team that gets the best of the points of the paint, generally are going to win the game. And it was making me sick watching the Knicks allow the Pacers to get in the paint. And I don't know if you noticed this from Friday, but the Pacers made a real slick adjustment. You see, this is a game of adjustments. The Pacers made a real slick adjustment on Friday night's game. What they did is they were running switches until they got Hartenstein away from the basket. Did y'all notice that? They were running switches until they would have Hartenstein trying to guard somebody on the perimeter. And then what they would do is pass the ball into the paint to Siakam, because he would inevitably have a mismatch because Hartenstein wouldn't be in the paint. See? So that's what they were doing. It was driving me crazy. They kept, and I was like, when are the Knicks going to see this? Because they kept, and Hartenstein was like, he'd be looking around, he'd be guarding somebody outside at the three-point line. And then either it would usually be Siakam would be in the paint, or you would get Nembhard or TJ McConnell get into the paint. Okay. And so that they ran that, it was making me sick just watching it. And I was like, dang. So that's the adjustment that they made. It's slight adjustment, but this is the league. This is the deep in the playoffs league. So that's all you're gonna see is slight adjustments, and they make a big difference. And that made a big difference on Friday. That made a huge difference, along with, of course, Josh Hart's injury. That made a huge difference. Now, Brunson was also missing chippies, a lot of chippies. He ended up with 31, but Brunson gonna shoot enough to get 31. He took 26 shots, but he was really not hitting the shots he would normally hit in the beginning of the game. So that the combination of those two things contributed to the Knicks' loss. Having Hartenstein away from the basket took him away from the boards, okay, and left the paint open. And Hart was getting cooked by Siakam in the paint. Now, today, the difference today, good afternoon, Michael Everhart, Michael Drake, Webb. Today, the difference is if you get an OG back today, so that even if Hartenstein was caught up at the three-point line, OG can guard Siakam. Okay, OG can guard Siakam. That's number one. Number two, Precious was effective Friday because he has the ability to get out to the paint and then sprint back into the paint and guard. And that happened a lot also on Friday. Not enough, but it happened on Friday. So you put OG in there, though. He can guard the perimeter or the paint. He can guard Siakam or Isaiah Jackson or Miles Turner. Okay, so you had OG's a huge, and this is the thing. OG may not be able to give us a lot offensively today. Okay, he may not be able to give us a lot, but we really, really, really need him defensively. Okay, this is where we really need him. I don't need him scoring 15 or 20 today. If he does, that'd be great. But we really need him defensively. My brother, Diamond Holdings, what's up? We really need him on the defensive end because that's where the Knicks got hurt Friday. It was the defensive end of the floor. So now, a couple of things that we already should all know by now, right? The Knicks need to win the rebounding battle today. We need OG out there for that. The paint, rebound, and defense. We need OG out there for that. They need to win the rebounding battle. They need to get points in the paint. This is Jalen Brunson. Okay, Jalen Brunson dictates the points in the paint offensively for the Knicks. If he is being efficient at his shots, you're going to see the Knicks win the point in the paint battle just because of him. Okay, just because of him. So I need him to do what he normally does in getting in the paint and hit his shots. I need him to hit his shots in the paint. Very important. It's very hard, very rare for myself even to say I got to get a guy to score a lot for us to win. But I need Jalen Brunson in the paint today, scoring on floaters, turnaround jumpers. I need him in the paint getting his buckets today, okay? It'd be nice if he's hitting his threes too, but I really need him in the paint today. I need OG out there just for defense, to guard whoever, whether it's mostly Siakam, and I need him to get some boards. Now, Josh Hart, he's going to put his effort in. You know he is. But we also, I think all of us understand he's not 100%. He's not 100%. But he's a dog. He said it, and he is. He's not joking. He's a dog. He going to, he going to do what he do. We need that. The good thing from Friday, I think, and I think I can speak for most of y'all, was Deuce McBride. Deuce, up until, like TJ McConnell has been Deuce's kryptonite before this series, especially in Indiana. But Deuce did business. You see what happened now? Everybody expect Deuce to give preference to Brunson, as well he should. And even Deuce. So Deuce went off in the first half, and Deuce and all of us expected Brunson to go off in the second half. And Brunson didn't do what normally Brunson does. That was the thing. And I need Deuce to do what he did Friday. I need him to come out and do what he did Friday. And Deuce wanted to be able to depend on Brunson to go off, and while Deuce focused on defense, which is what he normally does. That didn't happen Friday. So again, Brunson is very big here today. Brunson is very big here today. What somebody asked? What somebody said? Am I nervous? Flocka nervous. Flocka nervous. This is the 7th game, baby. You ain't no worry about being nervous. We got to win the game. You know, forget nervous. Shit. What you think? Everybody's nervous. What you think? This is game 7, baby. Everybody's nervous. What the hell? You know, when I think of people saying worried and nervous, I'm thinking like, no, man, you don't be like that. What the hell, man? This is a basketball game. It's a basketball game. Okay? It's a basketball game, man. Don't be worried about all that. You'll be all right. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Cash Out? What the hell? Nervous and scared and worried. What the hell is that? People nervous and scared and worried about paying their rent. Not about a damn basketball game. I hope they win. Shoot. Just like all of y'all, I hope they win, right? Shoot. I mean, come on now. Let's get real with this. I'm worried. I'm nervous. What the hell are you nervous about? Can you pay your rent? You got food? Flock are nervous. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, today, I need Brunson to be Brunson today. Okay? I need Deuce to be Deuce. And I'm not expecting OG to be complete OG. Because like I said, you know and I know he is playing less than 100%. But I do need OG on defense. I need that 7-foot wingspan today. I need that 7-foot wingspan today. I need that 7-foot wingspan on defense today. Okay? I need that today. Hartenstein, got to be Hartenstein. Okay? No, this is it right here, man. We got to do this thing today. Period. End of story. Even Burks, I need Burks to come through today. Actually, I'll be honest, Burks has played pretty well. I'm going to give him credit. He lost the bum asterisk next to his name. Burks have been playing pretty well. And then, in fact, Friday, I like the way Burks showed out in the first half. I wish he did it, all the way through. But for a guy that's built to come off the bench the way he is, I got to give it to him. Burks is doing his business, man. Burks is doing his business. And then this is the real thing, though. Madison Square Garden, right? Y'all know. Maybe it's because most of us from New York, right? But there's no building on planet Earth that could rock like Madison Square Garden. I mean, wait. There is no building on planet Earth when it's full that could rock like Madison Square Garden. I mean, ain't none. And y'all know, I know, it's going to be off the chain today at MSG. Y'all know that. It's going to be off the chain today at MSG. I mean, y'all know. And so that is actually, as corny as that sounds, that's going to help our squad today. As corny as that sounds, that's going to help our squad today. The MSG is going to be rocking today. That's going to help our squad. Wait, who's refereeing the game today? Do y'all know? Like, let me get the refs. Please don't give me no daggone Tony Brothers today. I mean, he was over there in Oklahoma, Dallas yesterday. I'm glad he was over there. Who's reffing the game today? Let me see. Y'all know who refereeing the game today? I'm trying to find out which one. What 3 clowns we got out there today? Let me see here. Who's reffing Game 7 at MSG today? Who's officiating Game 7 at MSG today? Let's see. Man, it's not saying. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, hold on. I got today. It's Mark Davis, James Capers, Bill Kennedy. Bill Kennedy. Oh, I like Bill Kennedy. I like Bill Kennedy's gonna be there. I like Bill Kennedy. I like Bill Kennedy. Bill Kennedy's gonna be there today. Bill Kennedy. I'm glad. Bill, I'm happy about that. So Bill Kennedy, James Capers. I've seen him before. Not bad, not bad. Mark Davis. You know what, y'all? You know what? It's a good group of refs today. It's a good group. I'm just telling you, it's a good group of referees officiating today's game. So this is really good. This is a very good sign. Very good sign. We got 3 good ones today. I like Kennedy. Capers is good. Mark Davis is good. These guys ain't like brothers. They ain't on the take. I like these guys. These are pro-level referees. No Tony Brothers. No Scott Foster. What was that bum's name? Is it Scott Foster? None of him. Nope. None of them today. Nope. We got good 3. Okay. No Scott Foster. That's right. That's right. So it looked like OG is playing today. OG is playing today. You know Hart is playing today. I'm trying to see what they got up here. I'm seeing if I can get any. Yeah, last time I seen it's still the same. So Isaac Smith, what's up? Senior Beef HP Carlos out there from Portugal. I'm actually doing the Nazarite vow for now until the full moon in June for a brother that had a stroke. So I'm not able to participate in the beverages from the beautiful country of Portugal today. I'm not able to participate, but Carlos, you please enjoy on my behalf. Enjoy on my behalf. King Ja, right, 85, 80 Kerr. What's up, son from Brooklyn? Malik, my brother. Nah, man, we're cooking. Today we having lamb. We having lamb shoulder today. We having lamb shoulder today. That's the grub today. That's the grub. What's up, Blair V? Kareem. Yeah, so today we got 3 good refs. Deuce is ready to play. Oh, yes. Let me not neglect Dante DiVincenzo, right? We need Dante DiVincenzo today. One thing I could say, I mean, and I'm sure this is true of all the Knicks, but can you agree Dante's been pulling out all the stops this whole series. He's really, Big Ragu been coming to play every game. He's not always successful in his endeavor, but Big Ragu has been coming to play every game. He not taking no shorts. Big Ragu ain't taking no shorts, man. Big Ragu. And I have to be, listen, if y'all don't know this about me, let me just tell you. I'm very defensive about my Knicks team. Y'all know how I feel. Like, you come on my channel talking about Mitch Robb, talking about trade him, injury prone. I'm about to catch you. You're going to get cut off. Okay? And when you talk about trading for Donovan Mitchell, you know what makes me mad? Because then you trying to talk about doing away with Big Ragu. What's wrong with y'all? We ain't doing away with no Big Ragu. What's wrong with y'all? Hell no. I'll take Big Ragu right now, baby. Let's do that. Big Ragu, baby. We rolling, baby. Yeah, Big Ragu is in the house. So let's keep it together. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I'm looking for Big Ragu to do his thing today. Big Ragu do his thing. Right. Donovan on vacation. You know what? We want to wish Cleveland. They had a great season. Hope they enjoyed the vacation. They had a great season. Enjoy the vacation. Hey, the Knicks might be enjoying theirs next. But let me just tell y'all something. Before it even comes off, if the Knicks were to lose the game today, I don't hear no crap from nobody about Tibbs, about him playing too many minutes. You know, all of them clowns gonna come out, right? I don't want to hear from you clowns. I don't want to hear from them clowns. I don't. The hell with all that. Tibbs got you to the 7th game of the semifinals. This ain't no 6th game, 7th game. Hey, and what about all them nutcats about the Knicks should really tank so they don't want to face so and so in the final. They don't want to face them. Bet you glad they got the 2nd seed now, right? I bet you glad they got the 2nd seed now. Bet you glad they got the 2nd seed now because Game 7 is at MSG because they got the 2nd seed. See, Cleveland was trying to tank. I don't know why. What the hell? If you're going to win, right, you got to come through everybody. Don't try to sneak to win. Win. Okay? You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear nothing from nobody about Tibbs, about the Knicks failing this season, about the season being a failure. I am not trying to hear that. I am not. Okay? I am not. And yes, y'all remember about maybe last fall, right? All y'all was crying for Tibbs to be fired, right? And telling him you didn't know how to coach. And I did a video, and the video was entitled, "Forget y'all, I got Tibbs back." Do y'all remember that? I said, forget y'all. And there were even some emotionally disturbed people that were saying, you're not really believing they're going to re-sign him. Wait. There were some emotionally disturbed people saying, you don't really believe they're going to re-sign him, do you? Like, wait. Where are they at now? Where's all that noise at now? Fire Tibbs. They're not going to re-sign him. He's not going to finish his contract. No way. Where's all that noise now? Where's all that noise? Where's it? Cuz, Yvette, where's all that noise at? I ain't hear it, cuz. Wait, I'm listening. I don't hear it, Yvette. You hear it down there in Houston? Because I can't hear a daggone thing up here. All that fire Tibbs. I can't hear nothing. Shoot. Where's that at? And now I can't find nobody to say, I was one of those that wanted Tibbs fired. I can't find nobody. Where they all at? Fire Tibbs. Where's all that? Tibbs is all. They even had Ian. Unfortunately, they even had Ian Begley on this tip. I think Tibbs' job might be on the line. It's like, what the hell? Dude brings you to the playoffs 2 out of the 3 years, coming from rebuild, and you talking about firing him? See? I think he gets between 7 and 10 a year. Yeah, and he should. And if Johnny Bryant is smart, he better stay right there. He better do that Eric Spoelstra thing. You know, Eric Spoelstra wasn't always the head coach. You know, Pat Riley was the head coach for a while. Then he put Eric Spoelstra in there. Eric Spoelstra had to bide his time. Johnny Bryant smart, he better hang out. Should hang out because he's really the next in line. Tibbs is what, 60? What? How old is Tibbs? Like 60 something, right? He's like my age. That Negro might be older than me. Let me see. Thibodeau. Yeah, he might. That Negro might be older than me. Let me see how old that boy. 66. Tibbs is 66. He's 66. He older than me, and I'm old. That Negro old. So he ain't gonna be here forever now, right? So if I'm Johnny Bryant, sit tight, bro. You're gonna take over the New York Knicks when it's time. Sit tight. You're gonna take over the New York Knicks when it's time. Let Tibbs go through his thing. There's gonna come a time when Tibbs ain't gonna want to do it no more. He gonna be in the front office. I like the culture. You know, look at what we got. The Knicks got a culture now where you got a coach that's your steady. This is the 4th season. He get ready to get probably another 4-year deal. From there, if he stop coaching, he's gonna go in the front office. You got the Don. He's a fixture. Okay, you got all of them. The people. What's the dude you took from Utah? Perrin. You got Walt Perrin. Nick of Time Show. What's up? Yeah, you think so? You think my man Nick Thompson, my man said he too obsessed with it. I kind of agree with him on that. Tibbs ain't just going nowhere. This boy, he probably got to, God forbid, but he probably want to die on the court. He probably want to die on the sideline. I love it. I loved it from when the first time they told he was my second choice behind Kenny Atkinson, but I wasn't sad that they hired Thibodeau. I wanted Kenny Atkinson because it was a rebuild, right? And then Tibbs. When they brought in Tibbs, somebody's like, he yells too much. I said, oh man, I love to hear him yell. Because it was too quiet. Y'all remember when we had Fizz Goggles, the guy with the axe, and then and Hornacek. Hornacek was too scared to coach because of Phil Jackson. You remember that? And all them Laker dudes that has been. And we wasn't hearing nothing. There was no defense. When Tibbs started barking, and then when he get mad, right? That's the thing killed me. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you? I love hearing Tibbs do that. That's my man right there. So that's Tibbs right there. Now you know we here. Now you know we here. Now you know we here. One time, there was a questionable call, and Tibbs, the referee was in the camera getting ready to tell you what's getting ready to happen, and Tibbs' face came in, he started barking. The guy said, hey! That's my man right there. I love it. Bring that passion, baby. Bring it. That's Tibbs. Shoot. And he has really, the only person he has not cursed out is Julius Randle. He has even cursed out Jalen Brunson. He has. He yelled at Jalen Brunson during this series, like, what the hell are you doing? Like that. He did. He has cursed everybody out except Julius Randle. He will not mess. I don't know what it is, maybe because Ju's too big for all that. I don't know. But he don't say nothing to Juju. He'll talk around Juju, right? Everybody else, though, he has let him have it. He has let him have it. Jalen, the whole Villanova crew, at one point or another, he has let each of them have it. He has let each of them have it. Another dude, no, that's not true. He cursed out dudes, too. He did. My man don't play. So yeah, that's my boy right there. Tibbs is my man. I don't always agree with what he does, but I'm always 100% behind him. That's the thing. I don't always agree with every move Tibbs makes, but I'm always 100% behind him. And I'll never try to act like I know more than him because he's a pro coach, man. A pro coach that has taken the New York Knicks to the playoffs 3 out of his 4 seasons. Okay, that's it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Fizdale Moody, we're going to get you right. We're going to get you right, man. We're going to get you right, kid. Get Fizdale right out of here. The best thing about Fizdale, honestly, was his wife. Boy got a taste in women. I'm going to give it to him. Boy got a taste in women. That's all I'm going to say. Boy got, I don't know if he know anything about pro ball, but he got a good taste in women. I'm going to give him that. He know how to pick them, man. He know how to pick them. I ain't going to front. He know how to pick them. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. He know how to front. And she was pregnant. And I said, this dude ain't stupid. This dude ain't stupid at all, man. Shoot. I would have, I mean, not go any further. There's ladies in the house, but you know, he had a good taste in sisters. I'm going to just say that. He got good taste in sisters. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it like that. Yeah. I'm going to leave it like that. Boy, can't coach his way out of a paper bag. Not in New York. But, yeah, I ain't going to get into a catcher. I ain't going to do it. That's right, Keem Lowe. It's do or die. Well, Monica McNutt's engaged. I'm glad to hear it. Get that sister off the market. I'm glad to hear it. And I hope she has lots of babies. I hope she does. I hope she has lots of babies. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. Chelsea Sherrod. Chelsea Sherrod. Chelsea Sherrod's still around, though, right? Chelsea Sherrod's still around, though. Yo, but seriously, though, what's up with girlfriend and Wally? Are they Are they an item, or did he just get her pregnant and left? What was up with that? You know what I'm saying? He just got her pregnant, and there was no engagement talk or nothing like that. He just got her pregnant. She had the baby, and they just moved on with life. Is it boyfriend, girlfriend? Oh, okay. What's that chick's name again? I like her too. Rebecca Harlow. Yeah, she became baby mama, and that's it. Yeah, Chelsea. Yeah. She just became Wally a player. Is Wally a player? I hope he takes care of his children. Including Rebecca Harlow had the baby for him. He should take care of the child. Yeah. I hope he takes care of that child. Lord knows he got enough money. That young man made a lot of money in his life, man. He made at least 60 million, probably more than that. Yeah. Wally be producing children. He doing his part. He doing his part to bring up the birth rate among his people. There's no doubt about it. He doing his part. But yeah, that's true, soldier. That's true. Rebecca Harlow is cool though. She's from Chicago, but she got that New York flair too. She got that New York style. She comes with the New York style. It's that y'all know she got that like Upper East Side style. You know what I mean? That Upper East Side next to Central Park style. That Park Avenue kind of look. That's what she go with. Y'all know the type I'm talking about. That old money look. That's the kind of style she got. She got that old money look. The kind that be sitting at, you be seeing them fill the seats down near the floor all the time. Exactly. She got that Upper East Side, Rich Park Avenue look. She be profiling like that. I like her style. Not my type, but I like her style though, for real. I like her style. I hope they keep Rebecca Harlow for real, for good. I was actually a little concerned that this little tryst with Wally was gonna ruin it for her, but MSG. You see, MSG didn't make a big deal out of it. Let her have her child, gave her space. Listen, man, the next time somebody come at you about Dolan, remember these things, man. Remember how that's Dolan doing that. That's Dolan doing that. You know what I'm saying? Dolan doing that. See, next time you see somebody come at you about Dolan, remember, Latrell Sprewell works for James Dolan right now. Okay? So does Marcus Camp. Okay? And we know Bernard King has free pass to come in anytime he wants. Right? Allen Houston's an executive at MSG. And don't forget, Steve Mills is still there. Steve Mills is still at MSG. Okay? This is all Dolan. Well, you know what? Honestly, I don't know, like, where's my man at? I think my man, Nick of Time, I think he had Oak on his show at one point. But Starks is an executive there. But Mills is still an executive at MSG. He's still there. Mills been there more than 25 years. Okay. I think Mills been there more than 25 years. He's in. Okay, so we can't be tripping on Dolan, man. When somebody comes out to you about Dolan, you can't be tripping about Dolan, man. Dolan do well for people at MSG. Rebecca Hart, he keeps that whole squad as tight. And Houston, as far as I know now, Houston was one of the few players back in the 90s to get $100 million deal. Like $100 million back in the 90s is like getting a $300 million deal now. I mean, he had $100 million deal. Houston's another brother that like to add to the tribes. Allen Houston's another brother that like to add to the tribes, man. There's no doubt that brother got a nation. But you got to give Dolan his props, man. Yeah, man, Corey. I'm cautiously optimistic about OG. Like, I'll keep looking for more updates, actually. Now, from my perspective, and again, I'm not in nobody's office. I ain't there. I ain't behind the scenes, so I don't know everything that's going on, so I don't want to pretend I do. But just based on the way he has handled Sprewell, especially Sprewell, because if y'all know Dolan and Sprewell's history, anyway, the way he's handled Sprewell, and he's handling Ewing, I gotta believe that this is Oak being stubborn. That's just my perspective. I mean, if you've seen Oakley, one of the things that made him a great player is he's stubborn as hell. I mean, he really is. Charles Oakley's stubborn as hell. He's tough as nails, stubborn as hell, ain't going nowhere. I'm right here in your face, Charles Oakley. And that's Precious Achua coming up too, right? So I think Oak just being stubborn, and I think if he really was to just acquiesce and quit acting up, it'd be all right. Because honestly, if you've seen the situation, Oak was a little tipsy that night. He was a little tipsy that night, right? And you can't be just, I mean, sometimes, you could yell at the owner and get away with it like Sprewell did. But sometimes you got to chill, man. And Oak was acting a little wild that night. And then they actually were going to escort him. No. The hate to the Knicks, McCormick? Oh, hell no. No. The Dolan hate goes back 25 years, man. The Dolan hate goes back 25 years. Yeah, I'm being nice, Mr. Williams. He was a little tipsy that night. He had a little bit too much, he had a little bit too much. And I won't say he had the Ripple because Oak ain't drinking no Ripple. Oak was probably drinking Chivas Regal, Oak was probably having Crown Royal. Oak was probably having that expensive stuff. He probably having Grey Goose. He was having something like that. And he got a little too. And he didn't want to just chill. And then when they, they was escorting him out and they put their hands on him, now that caused a brother like Oak to get extra sensitive, And so, yeah. So, that was how that worked. I just hope Oak humbles himself. Let me put it that way. I hope Oak humbles himself in that way, because it is not right for us not to have Oakley in the fam. Oak's fam, right? When you say once a Knick, always a Knick, you're talking about Charles Oakley. I don't care that he finished his career in Toronto or wherever the hell. Oakley is fam. Oakley's fam. Okay? Oak is fam. Like Ewing is fam. Like Starks is fam. Like Sprewell is fam. Like Marcus Camby is fam. This is fam. Okay? So I want Oakley back at MSG. I think all of us, right? Can I speak for you in this regard? All of us want Oak back at MSG. Am I right? Everybody wants. Well, shoot. Oak is 6'8", probably he was 6'8", 245 when he played. Oak probably 6'8", 270 now. A brother like that getting riled at you, I'd be shook too. I'd be putting my hand in my pocket like, don't move too fast, bro. Calm down. I'll be having my hand in my pocket like this. Calm down, bro. Calm down. Calm down. I don't want no problem. Calm down. Shoot. 6'8", 270, getting upset. First of all, I wouldn't put my hand on him at all. I said, could you please, Mr. Oakley, could you please, Mr. Oakley, please. I would just, Mr. Oakley, I would not put my hands on. But again, if I was being paid by James Dolan, like them security guards are, and you're paid to protect Mr. Dolan, well then, Mr. Oakley, you're going to have to chill a little bit, maybe come out, So it ended up, it was pretty ugly, but, it could have been a lot worse. But Oak is fan. So I want Oak to come back, chill a little bit. Just come back. And they tried that. My understanding is Dolan has tried to set up meetings with him, and he refuses. That's my understanding. Like I said, I could be wrong. Ain't been the first time I'll be wrong. But I heard that MSG been trying to set up meetings with Oak, and Oak is just not having it. Oak's just not having it. And I'm not sure. Do y'all know what is he looking for? Is he looking for a policy from James Dolan? And I'll be asking, like, for what? I mean, what is he really looking for? Is he looking to get paid? Like, what is it? What does he want? Do y'all know? I know. And Stefan and Dolan had serious beef. When Stefan was getting out of here, it was ugly. If y'all remember, Stefan had sex with one of the MSG employees in the back of a pickup truck or something. Yeah, it was getting ugly. It was at the same time Isaiah was having sex or trying to with one of the employees that wasn't having none of Isaiah, and it got real ugly up in there. Y'all know it got real ugly up in there. And so here's Stephon right there. Marbury right there. Marbury right there. We're okay. Okay, we need Oak back. I really want, come on, Charles, Mr. Oakley, if you can hear me, come on, man, just come back to the Garden, man. Put this behind us, man. Let's go. Yeah, Anucha Brown Saunders, yeah, Anucha Brown Saunders and Isaiah, and Dolan was still down with Isaiah after that. Y'all remember? Dolan was still. He had Isaiah coach the WNBA team. I think the Liberty or something. You know what? Keep just truth. That's a good behind suggestion, bro. That's a good suggestion. You heard what he said? Look what he said. He said we need to have an Oak night. You know what? Oak. Let's do it the official way, the way they would do it. And Charles Oakley Appreciation Night. Can we have that? What do y'all think about that? Can we have a Charles Oakley Appreciation Night? Can we have that? Charles Oakley Appreciation. Yeah, man. I think that's a great idea. Charles Oakley Appreciation Night. Yep, Charles Oakley Appreciation. And Dolan, now that's a great idea. He could do something like that. That would be really nice. Charles Oakley Appreciation Night. Yep. Yeah, you know what? Russell Reed is right. This is a game you got all the alumni. Houston is there. Starks is there. BK is there. Ewing is there. Stephon Marbury is there. Everybody's there. We need to have Oakley there, man. It's kind of messed up. LJ is there. LJ is there. Everybody's there. LJ's another dude. LJ got more children than Jacob. And that's just his chilling. I don't even know about the grands, but LJ, because by now he's a grandfather, because he had a whole bunch of kids in the 90s. That brother was producing, before Charlotte. And by the time Charlotte come, they gave him I think it was $100 million deal. He also, and everybody's hands was out. The crumb snatchers was right there. So that boy makes some babies, man. He like Jacob. So he probably got tribes behind him. And look, he's on the payroll. LJ's on the payroll. Y'all know LJ's on the payroll. LJ's on the payroll, man. Look, the Knicks, hiring the Don, right? Hiring the Don and bringing in, Walt Perrin and what's the capologist, Brock Aller, and bringing, of course, Tibbs and his crew and Johnny Bryant. Now you gotta look what you got at MSG, y'all. You got a complete culture. Look, LJ, Starks. You got Allen Houston, Spreewell, Camby's always there. You got a complete culture now. You got a legacy at MSG. You got a legacy. Well, honestly, I don't really Shalom Organic. I don't really blame. I don't take Isaiah's move personally. To me, Isaiah wanted to be Isaiah. If put it this way, back in the day, let me give you a quick story. Back in the day, Detroit Pistons was ready to win championships with Isaiah Thomas, right? They had a guy from DC, Adrian Dantley, out of Notre Dame. He went to Notre Dame. He went to DeMatha High School. Then he went to Notre Dame. Big time ball player. He was on Detroit at that time. Now, Isaiah had a lot of pull in Detroit. And so he had them trade Isaiah. Had them trade Dantley because Isaiah wanted his boy from Chicago. What was his boy's name? He had Mark Aguirre from Chicago. Mark Aguirre from Chicago, and him and Isaiah was homies. So he wanted Mark Aguirre on Detroit. And so they traded and they dealt Adrian Dantley. And I remember Adrian Dantley's wife said, he sure has a lot of power for a little man. And what I brought that up is to say Isaiah's always been like that. Always been a guy that was into the behind the scenes power. When was at Toronto, he was the same thing. Now, Isaiah, to me, in my mind, Isaiah really knows how to pick talent. He knows how to pick talent usually. But when he came to New York, it got to his head. It got to his head. It got to his head and got to his head fast and messed him up. Messed him up. He started dealing out first round picks. Looked like he was desperate to try to make something happen. And to me, it wasn't. To me, MSG was like the water was too deep for him. I like Isaiah Thomas. I think he's a brilliant basketball mind. But I think the water at MSG at the time was too deep for him. And I think he messed himself up going forward. Now, honestly, y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but with the culture the way it is right now, if he was in the organization, he would flow. I think Isaiah has learned his lesson. Isaiah ain't stupid now. I think he learned his lesson. Okay. And so, but he got ego. His ego got in the way the last time. Look at the Don. The Don is handling business without being upfront, without nobody. You don't never hear from the Don. You don't ever see him, and yet you know he's in the sanctum doing business. He's driving everybody crazy. He's not letting nobody know what's going on. Lewis Luck, thanks for the $5. I knew Knicks are back because the other teams' fans hating, saying refs got to. Yes, they are, and we know the real story, right, Lewis Luck? It ain't got nothing to do with the ref being on our side. That's for daggone sure. But yeah, so I always liked Isaiah. I always thought he was a brilliant basketball player, obviously. Isaiah was 18, and he was tearing up the Rucker League when he was there. This was back in the 70s when the Rucker League was really like, they didn't joke around like they do now. They played serious basketball back at that time. And Isaiah was 18 years old and went to Rucker and was rocking everybody when he was 18, okay? This is when he was going to Indiana. So Isaiah's been always an elite player. He came to Detroit, won 2 chips, elite talent. But when he came to New York, it got to his head. And Dolan liked him. Dolan really liked him. And even after the whole Anucha Saunders thing, he kept Isaiah on the payroll. It was public pressure that caused him to let Isaiah go. And by the way, I was with letting Isaiah go because Isaiah was causing too much trouble, giving away first-round picks like they was candy. You know what I'm saying? And he was tripping. That's what caused Steve Mills to make a promise, I'll never trade first-round picks. That's why, because Isaiah Thomas has set the precedent of doing it. Okay? And Steve Mills kept his promise. Steve Mills from Hempstead. Well, they say Roosevelt, but I always count him from Hempstead myself. For Steve Mills and his brothers from Hempstead. Steve Mills was my idol when I was growing up. He didn't even know me. I knew his brother. I played against one of his brothers, and I knew his other brother. But I was so proud of him because he came from Hempstead and he went to Princeton. And I remember watching him. Y'all remember some of y'all know, but back in the day, they used to play St. John's basketball. I don't know if they do it now, but on WORTV Channel 9, they play St. John's games. This is back when they had McCoy. Y'all remember McCoy and Willie Glass and all of them? Yeah, y'all remember that. And so they used to play them on Channel 9. So every year, Princeton played against St. John's. And I remember watching that, you saw Steve Mills play for Princeton. He played for PJ Carlissimo. Boo Harvey, right. Boo Harvey, Walter Berry, McCoy. There was a dude named the Hawk. I mean, back in the day. So when I saw Steve Mills at Princeton, I was like, wow. I was like, dang, brother went to Princeton. And he graduated and did well for himself. I was so proud of him. And he had a brother that went to Hofstra. Hofstra, played at Hofstra. He had a brother they played, St. Agnes is a small school on Long Island. It was back in the day. Small, little tiny school on Long Island. Private Catholic school, St. Agnes. And his brother went to St. Agnes, became all Long Island. And John Burke was a dude that had hands. He was only about 6 feet tall, but his hands was like Dr. J's hands. This is back in the day, way back in the day. So, but I was so proud of Steve Mills. So when I found out he was an executive at MSG, I was like, wow. And then when he became president of basketball operations, now, I'll admit he made some really bullhead moves, got like 10 million power forwards. I don't know why, but he didn't trade no first round picks, and he got the Kristaps Porzingis trade is still paying us. Oh, is that right, McCoy? All right. But the Kristaps Porzingis trade is still playing. We got that first round pick this year. See, that's from Steve Mills. Say thank you, Steve. That's from Steve Mills. That first round pick is this year from Dallas. See. Yep, Kennedy Park and Hempstead. That's right. That's right. They used to be at Kennedy Park, and they had a gym at Kennedy Park. I think it was it Camel Park. They had a gym there. It was Camel Park. They had a Camel Park. It was a gym. Boy, everybody used to come in there and play at that gym, man. That was where you balled at. That was where you balled at. Y'all remember that? It was a Camel Park in Hempstead. Yeah, man. So that's all I'm saying. So yeah, but so then after Steve was relinquished of his duties as president of basketball operations, Dolan kept him as an executive at MSG. See, Dolan. One thing I gotta say about James Dolan, the boy is loyal. Okay, and I will never forget. Can y'all tell me in baseball, basketball, or football? Okay, just them three. Has there ever been a black head coach, a black assistant coach, a black president of operations, and a black general manager, and a black head of scouting all at the same time? Have you seen that in any sport? Can you please tell me, has it ever existed anywhere? James Dolan made it happen at the Garden. I'm going to tell you that right now. James Dolan made it happen at the Garden. Yes, he did. He made it happen at the Garden. Okay? He made it happen. That's what I'm saying. So I will never forget that. To me, I would never forget that. That was big time. Big time. Okay. All right, Victor. I'm hearing you. Lou Carnesecca with the sweater. I met him a couple of times. He was a little dude, man. He was a little dude, man. But he was, man, Lou Carnesecca talking about somebody that was crazy on them sidelines. Lou Carnesecca. And if y'all know anything about Camel Park or Kennedy Park in Hempstead, then you know Don Ryan. Y'all know Don Ryan is, right? Oh, not all y'all gonna know who Don Ryan is, but y'all should, if you know who Don Ryan is. Y'all should know who Don Ryan is. Don Ryan was cool people. I heard he became mayor of Hempstead. It's what my cousin told me. He became mayor of Hempstead at some point. But Don Ryan was cool people, man. So, yeah. Isaiah, I have a problem with Isaiah now. I think Isaiah has gained his composure. And I would not have a problem with him being in the Knicks organization. I don't want him being the head coach. But I don't have a problem with him being in the Knicks organization. And I don't want him taking the Don's place either. But I would not mind Dolan bring back Isaiah. Bring him back to the fold. I think he's another dude that learned his lesson. And not only that, y'all do know this, right? All these clowns on NBA TV and on ESPN and ABC, or should I say BSPN, Isaiah be sticking up for the Knicks. Y'all notice that? Isaiah Thomas be sticking up for the Knicks. The rest of them clowns reading the script, but Isaiah is sticking up for the Knicks. Still. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Isaiah sticks up for the Knicks. Isaiah sticks up for the Knicks. Yep, that's right, Miss Edwards. Let's get that. Do they still call it the Larry O'Brien Trophy, or is it called, what's the other dude's name? Not Larry O'Brien. What they call it? What's that other dude's name? What's that dude's name, man? That was the head of the NBA right before this bald head dude. That's not. What's his name? David Stern. Is it called David Stern Trophy now, or is it Larry? Is it David Stern name on the trophy now, or is it still Larry O'Brien? Stern. Okay. Yeah. The TNT Clown Show. Hey, I heard that Shaq and them might be out. I heard they might be out. I heard, what is it? Is it still the Larry O'Brien Trophy? But did y'all hear that? I heard another network might win the rights to the NBA. That's what I heard. And Shaq and that whole crew, Shaq, Charles, might be out. Yeah. I hope they are out. I can't stand listening to them. I hope they out. And not only that, I hope they out for real because they got enough money to last the rest of the day. Like, they ain't going to lose nothing if they out of a job here. Kick them Negroes out. That's all I'm saying. Get rid of them. Get rid of them bums as soon as possible. Get rid of them. Please. I hope they both go. Shoot. Bring back somebody else. You know what I mean? Forget them, man. Yeah, Charles Barkley. Charles. Great basketball players, but I don't want to see them behind. You know, they're making a bad name for people behind their desk. You know, for real. They're making a bad name. They say some of the dumbest stuff. You know, there was enough, Agent Zero, he popping off his mouth, man. He ain't never won no ring, Agent Zero. He ain't never won no ring. What's he talking about? What's he talking about? And then who is this? Draymond Green. Draymond Green done. He finished. If Draymond Green wasn't with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson in their prime, he wouldn't have won nothing. As a matter of fact, Draymond Green was dirty before we ever heard of Bam Adebayo. Draymond Green was dirty before we ever heard of Bam Adebayo. And y'all know Bam is dirty. Bam is dirty as hell. But Draymond kicking people in the nuts. Draymond stepping on people. Draymond was doing all that. Got the nerve talking about, how could you make it this far? The players talking about a fluke. A fluke. That's hate right there. You don't get this far in the league, in the playoffs, by no fluke. You got to be good. And then talking about they're going to fade away after this. I like Gus Johnson, but he spent too much time swinging on Clyde Sack, man. He need to calm down a little bit. He's embarrassing. I mean, I'm sure Clyde must tell, listen, calm it down a little bit, man. Dang. It's almost like he be tripping on Clyde. Gushing in this. He need to calm down a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, Paul Pierce. Oh, that's another one. Oh my God. And they know the thing is that's sad about Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was a great basketball player. He won a championship with the Boston Celtics. Okay. But he has some sort of illusions of grandeur about what he could do and what he would have done. I don't understand. Like, why can't he just rest on the legacy he built? Try to act like I would do this and I would do that. No, you wouldn't. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, I was like, what? What are you talking about? Glad you won a chip. I'm glad you did. Yeah, Big Perk. Big Perk cool, man. I like Big Perk, man. Big Perk cool. Now, Pierce could ball. No. I ain't gonna front. Paul Pierce could ball, but you know what it is, brethren? A lot of these guys, like, let's name them: Pierce, Shaq, Barkley, and even Kenny. These guys have beef that they carry into the broadcast booth. You understand? Paul Pierce still thinks he's playing for the Celtics, and he's not. Kenny is mad because he ain't get the head coaching job at the Knicks, and they won't hire him. Okay? Shaq just always hated New York because he was from New Jersey. And Barkley didn't have the gonads to play in New York. That's why he went to Phoenix and couldn't win nothing. Played with Dr. J. Played with a stack squad in Phoenix. Couldn't win nothing. Okay, so they all bring that hate into the broadcast booth when they're supposed to be calling the game. See, they can't be professional. So that, I guess that's what I'm saying. They don't need to be in the booth. And I'm not saying they don't even have great basketball knowledge. I'm just saying that they're being colored by their previous history as players. Like, if you listen to Grant Hill, just listen to Grant Hill. You would never know he played for any team. He doesn't show any bias. You listen to UB Brown, who has right to love the Knicks. He still praises Bernard King, but he is so unbiased when he gives his analysis. UB Brown. Okay. And some people, I heard somebody come at me and say Doris Burke's a Knicks hater, which tells me she's doing a great job because Doris Burke's a big Knicks fan. Doris Burke is from Long Island. She's a Knicks fan. But you can't tell that because she's so unbiased in how she does her thing. Vince Carter too. But I'm saying there's some cats that have such hatred and it goes back to their days. Like Shaq still think he with the Lakers. It's crazy. Get over that. You're not playing no more. You know, you're supposed to be an announcer now. Try to be level. They can't do it though. Yeah, they can't do it. So yeah. So yeah, Tim Duncan was a great 5 chips, but y'all know Bill Russell got 11, right? Y'all know Bill Russell got 11 chips. Y'all know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had 5 chips and 6 MVPs. Wait, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had 5 chips and 6 MVPs. See, Joker is all-time great. Joker is an all-time great basketball player. And he's got 3 MVPs. Kareem got 6 MVPs. This is in an era with Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. He got 6 MVPs. Oscar Robertson, Walt Frazier. He got 6 MVPs. Dr. J, 6 MVPs. Okay, come on now. Come on now. Yo, Louis Luck. I had OKC going to the finals. And as I watched the game last night, was it last night? Yeah, I was watching the game. Unfortunately, and this is the thing, OKC's going to be back. Don't think you've seen the last of the Oklahoma City Thunder. They got a squad. It was just their youth and inexperience at the end cost them. That's all. That's all. And the thing is that caused me to be surprised about Dallas. I did not know that Lively was going to be such a defensive force. Derek Lively can play some defense, man. I mean, really. He could play some NBA level, high level defense. You already knew the boy they got from Chicago. What is that boy's name from Chicago? He could play defense. And I was surprised that the boy from Kentucky that was from Charlotte, that he's D'ing up. X Factor, Rios. You know, this is the thing about the Knicks. If Drew was playing, if Mitch Rob was playing, you know, we could say a few things. But the Knicks got too many guys that could step up. Deuce could step up. Of course, Brunson. Devo could step up. Okay? Hartenstein could step up. Precious could step up. There's a lot of guys. Burks could step up. There's a lot of guys that could step up. Okay? And that's why I don't know why everybody's talking trades and crap, though, even though a certain Villanova alumnus is of interest. But aside from that guy, I wouldn't trade nobody. Just bring everybody back. And they could do it. Bring everybody back. That's why I'm saying to y'all, with Burks and Bodega, their money is going to allow the Knicks, their salary is going to allow the Knicks to bring back Hartenstein, Precious, and OG. See, that's why y'all don't. Some people don't understand. It's like, well, do you think we should really bring back Bogdanovich? He's good. The purpose of getting those 2 guys was veteran leadership down the stretch and their money. Their money. Okay? Their money. So the money from Bodega and Burks are going to allow you to have the cap space to sign Hartenstein, OG, and Precious without breaking the bank. Okay? Without breaking the bank. Yes, so that's why they got those 2 brothers. I'm glad they're participating. I'm glad that Burks is part of this run, deserves it. But don't look for these guys to be back next year because you got the core of your team. Now think about this. You got Julius Randle coming back, Mitchell Robinson coming back, and OG Anunoby coming back, along with the guys you already got. Next year's team is going to be ferocious, man. And everybody knows Tibbs' system. Everybody knows what Tibbs expects. Everybody's into the Knick culture. Next year's team is going to be hellified. Just the same team. It's going to be hellified next year. It's going to be hellified. Okay. Really, the head of the snake, I'm expecting Brunson. To me, if I had to pick a guy, where's my man? Who said that? Where's my man at? Hold on. Let me get you back up here. Where you at? Let me get you back up here. One man there. Where is he? Sam Rios. If I had to pick a guy, it'd be Jalen Brunson. I know it's kind of obvious, right? But no, Jalen Brunson. If Jalen Brunson is Jalen Brunson today and he does his thing, I'm really knowing that Deuce is coming to play defense. Precious is coming to play defense. OG is coming to play defense. Dante DiVincenzo is going to do Dante, which is both ends of the floor. I'm expecting that at MSG today. They're going to come hellified today. But I'm expecting Brunson to do Brunson. I'm expecting him to really be Brunson today. Yeah, we need Brunson. We need Brunson. You know, yeah. The Nets, I think I've been saying this from last summer. Last summer, I said there was 2 players the Knicks should want to get. Mikal Bridges or OG Anunoby. Y'all remember that? Last summer. And I said the Nets should just blow this mess up, get as many number 1 picks as they can, and trade Bridges for what they could get because he's their biggest trade piece. I said it last summer. I said it last summer. So, yeah, they need to blow this mess up this year for real and stop playing, blow it up, build it around the young. They got Cam Thomas, right? They can keep Cam Johnson, but they got Cam Thomas, Nick Claxton. They got some nice young talent. They can get some more talent, okay? But I heard they're going to be trying to get Donovan Mitchell. Y'all heard that? I heard Brooklyn is going to be in on trying to get Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan Mitchell might go there. I mean, he wants to be in New York. He wants to be with the Knicks, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, I know. Can't talk, but he could score. I mean, but they got to start with something. So, yeah, they need to blow it all up, get number 1 picks, get young players, and start over. That's what I would do if I'm them. I would try to do that. Yeah, what's up, Rivera, Alexander Rivera? What's up, Strong Island Bomb? What's up? But that's what they should blow it up. They should just rebuild, start over. Okay. And regardless if the Knicks get Mikal Bridges or not, I would still trade him and get what I can. I would get 4 number 1s for Mikal Bridges and then try to build from there and build off of that. By the way, this year, I wanted to talk a little bit about the draft. Now, y'all seen I did a thing with Ryan, right? What's the boy name? Ryan something. What's that boy name, man? You know I'm getting old, right? What's that boy name? Ryan something, man. What's the boy name? Let me get him up here. Let me get the boy up here. I want to do some more draft stuff, but I want to talk a little bit about the draft. Ryan, what's the boy name? Ryan Dunn. Yeah. So I like Ryan Dunn. There's a couple of players. Ryan Dunn, I'd mentioned Isu. I can't even say the boy name right. Oso Ighodaro. I like him. I like Oso Ighodaro. I like Ryan Dunn. And these are all 2nd round guys. I like Zach Edey for the 2nd round. 2nd round guys. Okay. I like Zach Edey for the 2nd round. Now, if the Knicks were going to actually get a 1st round pick, and this is the thing, the Don is cheap now, but there's 2 players that I really like around the pick of the Knicks if they were going to pick in the 1st round. I like Khalil Ware and I like Deron Holmes. If they were going to pick in the 1st round, I like both of those kids. Ware is a lot more raw. He's a lot more of a project than the other kid, than Deron Holmes. Ware is very raw, but he's only 20? I think he's 20. He's a young boy, and he's 20 years old. So I like Ware as a 20-year-old development dude. If you're going to pick in the 1st round, I'm not sure the Knicks are going to pick in the 1st round. Okay. Edey is a big, lumbering, slow dude, but he would work in the 2nd round as a rim protector. Okay. And I don't know about Edey's motor. That's my thing. And I know a lot of people looking at this combine. I don't place a lot of stock in the combine. I don't. Very rare instances. It depends. But usually I don't. Everybody, it's like the NFL combine. Everybody works hard to run that fastest 40 they can run. That don't mean they can play football. Okay. And the same thing with basketball. People try to, they try to work out for the combine, but that don't mean they NBA players. So I like Edey in the 2nd round. I like Ighodaro better, honestly. But if I was going to pick in the first round, it's either Deron Holmes or Khalil Ware. It's one of those two guys. I like both of those guys. I like Holmes a little better because Holmes can play the 4 to 5. You know who Holmes reminds me of? Some of y'all going to remember, though. All right, let me give you a hint. Some of you, how many of y'all remember basketball back in the 1970s? How many of y'all remember basketball back in the 1970s? NBA basketball back in the 70s? Any of y'all remember NBA basketball? There was a guy, I'm going to give you some hint, that Deron Holmes reminds me of. He played at the University of Houston. He was the opposing center to give Kareem Abdul-Jabbar one of the few losses he suffered in college. And he went to the pros and lit it up there and won a chip. If I tell you the team he won a chip with, I'll give it away. But if you back in the 70s, this guy was a power forward, but this guy, Holmes, reminds me a lot of him. He's a poor man's version. Good guess, but no, not Spencer Haywood. He played it. I don't think Haywood played at University of Houston, but this boy played at University of Houston. He broke UC. He was on the Houston team that broke UCLA's 69-game winning streak. And he went to that's right, Elvin Hayes. This guy, Deron Holmes, reminds me of Elvin Hayes. He's got a little bit of Big E in him, man. Do y'all see that? I see that. When I see Deron, I was watching the videos of him, and I was like, this kid got a lot of Big E in him, man. The way he moves, the way he runs, the way he's built, he could play the 4 or the 5. And the thing is about him, I think he's, he reminds me a lot of Big E, man. And the thing is about Holmes, they're projecting him at 24. He's 20, he'll be 22 years old. So you figure, okay, if he can sit for 2 seasons and be developed, then he'll be 24, right? I think if he could do that, I think we might have something with him. I like Holmes. I like him for that. He's got a little bit of Elvin Hayes in him, man. Beautiful turnaround jump shot. Uses his left hand, and the difference. See, if you look at Khalil Ware and I looked at him on the same day. I looked at the Khalil Ware, and then I looked at Deron Holmes. When Ware blocks a shot, it goes out of bounds. When Holmes blocks a shot, it starts a fast break. That's a major difference. When Holmes blocks a shot, the ball stays in bounds and is a fast break. When Ware blocks a shot, it goes out of bounds. It's a highlight, but okay. You know what I'm saying? There's a major difference there. And so Holmes blocks shots, keeps the ball in bounds, and he can guard all the way out to the 3-point line. He can guard inside, obviously. I like him as a guy because you know what? The Knicks are into guys that got motor, that can play multiple positions and guard multiple positions. The Knicks are into guys that can guard. Look at what they got. Josh Hart can guard multiple positions. Devo can guard multiple positions. Deuce can guard multiple positions. Presley can guard multiple positions. OG can guard multiple positions. That's right. He scored 39 against UCLA. Right. He was crazy that day. In Houston. Beat Kareem Abdul. Then it was Lou Alcindor. But he became a Hall of Fame, won the chip with Washington. Okay. Big E was all that and then more, man. Big E was all that. So Deron Holmes has a little bit of Elvin Hayes in him. I don't want to say he's Elvin Hayes because Elvin Hayes is an all-time great player. Okay. So it wouldn't be fair to Holmes to compare him. But he's got a little, the flavor is a little Big E in him, man. There's a little bit of Big E flavor in that boy. And that's why I like him. If the Knicks were going to select a first-round pick, I like Ware and Holmes. Those are the 2 guys. I would pick one of those 2, Ware and Holmes. And the thing is, the Knicks got enough picks this year that they can pick a first-round guy, trade, get a future, and still pick a second-round guy. Okay? That's what I like about this year's. The Don, man. Come on, baby. Y'all got to give it to the Don. Y'all got to give it to the Don. Look at this. They could pick let's say they pick Deron Holmes. They could pick him. They can trade the other pick for a future pick, right? And they can get a second-round pick and pick another guy. Okay? No, Randall's returning next season. Don't delude yourself, Knicks Nation. 112. Randall is going to be back next season. 100% without fail, without question, without discussion. Julius Randle is going to be back next year with the Knicks. Okay, so we can stop that. We can stop that. Let's be real. Well, Tibbs is up there, but I would still have given it to the Oklahoma City guy. I mean, come on. Oklahoma City was just in the lottery a couple of seasons ago. Here they are, one game away from the conference finals, man. So the guy in Minnesota, the guy in Oklahoma City, you got to give them the props, man. To me, those two guys, and I'm not saying Tibbs. I love Tibbs. I'm Tibbs high, but I'd had to give it to either the Oklahoma City coach or I think the guy's name is Saunders, whoever the guy in Minnesota. Those guys did a tremendous job, man. Tremendous job. And so I really would give it to Dogano, the guy in Oklahoma City. That team was in the lottery, man. And here they are, one game away from the conference finals. No. And they'll be back. You ain't seen the end of Oklahoma City. They're going to be back. Hartenstein should be somewhere around Mitch Rob. $60 million. That's Hartenstein. He should be somewhere around Mitch Rob, $60 million. Okay. I would give him a similar contract to Mitch Rob. 4 years, $60 million. That's what I would do for him. 4 years, $60 million. Somewhere in that vicinity for Isaiah Hartenstein. That's what I would do. Okay. Him and Mitch Rob are like bookends. I would have them about the same. Same money. Mitch Rob ain't going nowhere. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people. People in New York are the most disloyal fans that I think I've ever seen. They're the most disloyal fans. They're ready to trade their own players at the drop of a hat. It's ridiculous. No, we're not trading Mitch Rob. He's staying. Mitch Rob is fan. I don't entertain trading Mitch until he retires. Can we stop that stupid conversation now? I don't entertain trading him until he retires. No loyalty at all to your own player. Entertain trading him. Entertain this. Motherfucker. We're not No. We're not trading Mitchell Robinson. Hell no. They ain't got no loyalty to their players, man. None. Zero. No. Hartenstein will start next year. Mitch Rob will come off the bench next year, just like he did this year. Hartenstein will start. Hartenstein will start. He started. He's going to be there. He's not going to get – Mitch Rob and him don't care about who starts. That's only us that care. But Hartenstein will start. Mitch Rob will come off the bench, and Mitch Rob will be able to play the whole season coming off the bench. It'd be better for him. You'll have Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Precious Achiuwa. That's your bench. That's your 9-man rotation next year. Julius Randle, Isaiah Hartenstein, OG Anunoby, Dante DiVincenzo, and Brunson. That's your starters. And you're going to have Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, Precious Achiuwa, and Mitchell Robinson. All healthy. All healthy next year. That's what you're going to have. That's a problem. The NBA is going to have a problem next year. The NBA is going to have a problem. Yeah, that's exactly, Walter White. That's exactly right. Bringing Mitchell Robinson off the bench is going to extend his career. Exactly. And make him much more efficient in his effectiveness as far as an offensive rebounder, rim protector. Exactly. That's exactly right. See, that's why if we're going to get a Ware or DeRon Holmes, it's for 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Not now. 2 or 3 years from now, you have them guys in the wings. And I like those two kids. If they're going to pick in the first round, give me either Ware or Holmes. And I actually do favor Holmes. Ware's got more upside. I can understand that. But I like Holmes, man. I like that boy Holmes. I think Holmes is a player. I really think he's a player. See, also, Iguodala is not necessarily a player. He's got a shot. Edie, I don't know about him either, but okay, he's got a shot. Okay, guys like that, we got shots at them. Okay, there's the African boy from Cameroon too. He's another second-round pick. Got a shot at, But as far as guys that are NBA players that you want to groom, Ware is an NBA player, and Holmes is an NBA player. These are NBA players. They could groom them. Okay. I like Dunn also. I do, Jabroni. I like Ryan Dunn. I do. But if you're telling me we got one guy in the first round to pick, I'm going to pick either Ware or Holmes, and then I'd look at Dunn. But if it was my draft board, Holmes first, Ware second, Dunn third. That's my draft. If I was going to have a draft board, Holmes first, Ware second, Dunn third. I really like Holmes. He reminds me too much of Elvin Hayes. I like this boy, man. He's got all kinds of skills, both sides of the ball, man. Ware is a real project, and he's an NBA talent, though. See, this is the first thing. Can they play in the NBA? That's what you want to know. Ware can play in the NBA. Okay, he can, no doubt. We just got to groom him. Holmes too, but Holmes is more polished. I think Holmes will be really good. See, I'm thinking, right now, this year, right? Y'all know Juju going to be 30 this year. Juju going to be 30 this year. Okay? So you got 30, 31, 32 for Juju probably in prime, right? Before he starts getting hurt a lot. And then he'll be ready to take a back seat to somebody. Deron Holmes. That's what I'm saying. Deron Holmes. Messi's is going to probably be, I think Messi's projected to be higher, isn't he? Isn't Messi let me just see. Messi is projected to be 16. He's just outside the lottery. The Knicks ain't picking him. And I already mentioned Edie. I did, maybe before you got here, Joe. I've been mentioning Edie. I did a whole video on Edie. So yeah. Yeah, Michael Drake, that is the only trade. If you're not getting Mikal Bridges, we don't need to talk about the trade. If it's Mikal Bridges, we could talk. But if it's not Mikal Bridges, we don't need to talk. Okay? If it's not Mikal Bridges, we don't need to talk. Other than that, let's move on. Who they would trade, that's a tough call. For Mikal, well, first of all, we already know none of the Villanova boys are leaving. So forget them. So you're not losing the Villanova boy. You're not losing OG Anunoby. You're going to keep him too. You're not losing Isaiah Hartenstein. You're not losing that. So let's see. You got Jewel. You got Mitch. You got Deuce. I don't know. I don't like none of that. I don't like none of that. Deron Holmes, I think his name is Deron. Deron Holmes, I think. Yeah, Deron Holmes out of Dayton. He's out of Dayton, 6'10", 22 years old, out of Dayton, Deron Holmes. I like him. I like that boy. I like him a lot. If I'm going to pick in the first round, Deron Holmes would be he's the top of my draft board for if the Knicks are going to pick in the first round now. Of course, if I'm the Don, I'm going to trade down and try to get him cheap. But yeah, I like Deron Holmes. Then it'd be Khalil Ware, and then it would be Ryan. If I'm picking in the first round. And then second round, I like Edie. I like Iguodaro. I like both of them. And there's another guy. I like the guy. I like the kid from Cameroon. What's the boy name from Cameroon? Ulrich Kumchi. He's only 18. I like him out of Cameroon. I like him. I like him as a project. What's up? Let's holo. What's up? Joko Bidas, honestly, to do right, and the Knicks want to do right by their players. I think you should trade Joko Bidas and let him get a shot to play. I don't know where would he play, right? I mean, where would he play? Yeah, but Joe Curry, the point is that the Knicks are not going to spend that kind of money. They're not spending lottery money on anybody this year. It wouldn't make any sense. They're not spending lottery money on anybody. That's what I'm saying to you. So Messi is too expensive for them. They're not looking at a guy like that. Yeah, I hear you. He's a talent. That's why he's looking at being drafted so high. He's a talent, Messi. But, yeah. But Joko Bidas deserves to play. And I'm wondering if on the Knicks, where would he play? Right? So you got Brunson and Devo, and then you got Deuce. I mean, and honestly, let me just break this to y'all, and I think y'all would agree. I'd trade Joko Bidas, and I'd try to sign Caruso to come off the bench with Deuce, if I could. But that would be tough, too, because you got Josh Hart coming off the bench. But I would try to get Caruso to come off the bench with Deuce if I could. If I could, I would try to do that. That's just me. If I could do that, I would love to do that if I could. That's all I'm saying. Y'all tell me, would you rather have Joku Bidas play or would you rather get Alex Caruso? If I could get Caruso and bring him off my bench with Deuce, shit. Shit. Talk about problem. Shoot. Yeah. No, yeah. I know people, peace G's. People got to stop listening to giant platforms that just want their clicks. I understand we're all in entertainment. It's entertainment. I get it. But no, all of these NBA 2K trades don't mean nothing. Yeah, Alex Caruso with Deuce, with Josh. Now, in that scenario, Precious would be out. Y'all know that. Precious would be out. But you have Mitch, Caruso, Deuce, and Josh. Wait, did y'all hear that? You'd have Mitch, Caruso, Deuce, and Josh. DeMar old, done, too expensive. No, thank you. I'm not. Who you sitting to let DeMar DeRozan play? Devo, you better get off them drugs. Stop drinking that Ripple. I'm not in the shoe. Who you sitting to let DeMar DeRozan play? Play where? In front of who? Sadiq good too, but where he gonna play? Ain't no spot for Sadiq. Where Sadiq gonna play? See, we could name players all day, but you got to tell me where are they gonna play and in front of who. See, I could tell you where Caruso would play. I just told you. Precious would be out, and then you'd be with Mitch Rob, Caruso, Deuce, and Hart. That's your bench. But people gonna name. Well, we want DeMar DeRozan. Where the hell is he gonna play? And for $30 million, what the hell's wrong with some of y'all? For $30 million, what? 36 years old? What the hell? No. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying. People used to see these big names. They don't all not for what? And I'm not breaking. Listen, Devin Booker is a dude, but I'm not breaking up my team for him. I'm not breaking up my team up for him. I'm not. I like my squad. I like my team. I like Devo. Bring me Dante, baby. Come on, Big Ragu. Bring that noise today. That's all I'm saying. Bring that noise today. Bruce Brown's a nice player for Toronto. Bring that noise today, Big Ragu. Bring the noise. Honestly, I think Caruso is a better ball player than Bruce Brown. And I think we could get Caruso at a reasonable price. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Caruso is better than Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown was fortunate. He played on the same team as the Joker with Michael Porter Jr., right? He played on the same team as Jamal. I mean, come on, man. He was fortunate. Okay, he was fortunate. And he cashed in on it. Good for that, bro. He cashed in on it. Good job. But you talking about the New York Knicks? I would like Alex Caruso if I had to choose now. You talking about Alex Caruso, who is an all-NBA defender, okay? Next to Deuce McBride, who's got all-NBA defense. Next to Josh Hart. And then you're going to add Mitchell Robinson? Yeah, anyway. So what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta fix something. Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay, I just had to fix something. Had to fix something. Anyway, yeah, but yeah. Come on, Jay. Stop being nervous, man. It's a basketball game. You'll be all right, man. Come on. Yeah, you'll be all right, Jay. Don't worry. Life will go on tomorrow. And the Knicks' future is bright. Caruso is as much a Tibbs guy as Deuce or Josh Hart. I mean, would y'all agree? As far as Tibbs type players, I think Caruso is just as much a Tibbs guy as Deuce is and as Hart is. That second unit would be hellified. Hellified. Hellified, man. So yeah. Deuce Island, man. That's right. It's Rikers. Put him on lockdown. There you talking, baby. That's you talking. Yeah, we ain't been in the game 7 in a minute, right? We ain't been in the game 7 in a minute, man. Salute from Portugal. David. More era. Enjoy the sangria and the pork, baby. Enjoy it. Yeah. Revis Island, baby. Revis Island. Whole game changer. Too bad the Jets didn't build around that and get a Super Bowl, because they could have. That's an all-time cornerback right there. All-time great cornerback right there. Revis Island, baby. All right, so it's time for us to get something done, Webb. Time for us to get something done then, brother. All right, let me get ready to get going. It's 3 o'clock. All right, y'all. It's about that time. It's 3 o'clock. Here we go. Y'all ready? That's right. Alan Bannister. Okay, Keith. Yeah, the lamb is on. It's time. We're going to do this thing. Please enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves. Shalom, y'all. Shalom. We're going to be all right, Jim Adino. We're going to be all right, bro. We're going to be all right. Yeah, both of them playing. I know it. I don't need them. I know they playing. Miss Stevenson, they both going to be out there. I know they are. Here we go.